Do, 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 do. Kind of looks, I don't know if that looks beautiful in the camera or stark and desolate, but a lot of Yellowstone is different than other national parks. And I've only been to a couple national parks, but a lot of the attraction that is Yellowstone is all the thermal activity and volcanic activity that goes on here. I'm gonna try and grab a spot on the ground in a safe spot. Hopefully I don't get in too much trouble. I don't think I'll get in too much trouble, but I could get in a little trouble. I'm leaning against these little spots that say thermal ground or thermal activity or dangerous activity, thermal activity. We, as I've talked about before, Yellowstone is right on the edge of I guess it's not the edge, right on top of a supervolcano. And because of that, there's a ton of thermal activity. There's geysers, there's hot saunas, there's all sorts of things. Somebody, group coming, walking by, and just a ton to see. And it's beautiful in a different way than a lot of the forests and a lot of the national parks and a lot of things you're going to see. Because again, it's just so weird. Again, like volcanic activity and colors the rock and the water's bubbling and hot and smells the sulfur where I'm at right now. And it's just a really, really, really strange place. And thought I'd walk down here this morning. Don't really know why. And get my show started. Kind of hot. Maybe it's the volcanic activity. Maybe it's the fact that I'm basking in this mountain sun. But anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is, what morning is it? It is Thursday morning. It is 8:27 a.m. It is July 4th. Happy July 4th for everybody out there. I get such an international audience. I say that kind of tongue-in-cheek, but I kind of do. It's fun. I get people hopping in from all over the world on my videos, and that always feels good. But anyway, July 4th is a big day here in the States. Day that we declared our independence, that the founding fathers of the United States got together, worked out the Declaration of Independence, put a lot of thought into that declaration, I guess, and sent it to Britain and sent it to all over the world and said, hey, we're a free country now. And it took a lot of guts on their part, because signing that declaration was a death sentence if it didn't work out. And but it worked out just as it's supposed to, as life tends to. And here I am today, just about 250 years later. Just about 250 years later. Which blows me away, because I remember the bicentennial, not like it was yesterday, but the celebrations that went on in 1976 real clearly. And we're almost 50 years past that. Hello from Oregon. Hello, Ricky Jamie. Hello, Jules. Hello, Kay Bosa. Hello, Morgie. I saw you hopping on. I appreciate that. And hello to you all. Again, this is Coffee with Ken. This is a show I've been doing for quite some time. It is a show about me talking, sharing some feelings, sharing some ups and downs we have, sharing a little bit about life. But for those that have been watching a while, you know it's not just a show about me talking. For those that have been watching a while, you know it's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee. And by the way, I just took off my sweatshirt. It's like only 45 degrees here, but I've talked about it before. The sun is fairly intense. I'm feeling just a hint of chill. So although I'm basking in the sun on this July 4th, I want you to know it's only 45 degrees. So I'm looking forward to having my very first sip of this hot cup of coffee. And my hope is that wherever you are, whatever you're doing, that you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh, it's nice. It's nice. I'm getting a late start today. I want to get a better angle, a more comfortable angle. Kind of twisted and leaning and turning. Putting all the weight on my left hip. I wonder how I could do this a little better. Mind if I strive for a little more comfort? I hope you don't, because that's what I'm going to do. Oh, let's see. That looks better. That looks better. I think it's going to feel better. I'm going to be flatter. You're going to see the hot springs. I'm not sure what that is, but it's pretty cool. It's this big rock thing. I'm sure it has a name. And since I don't know what that name is, I'm going to call it the Arrowhead, because it's a G-rated show. If you want to come up with more funny names, you're welcome to. I'm going to try and slide back a little bit from the camera. Maybe give myself just shared billing so you can see the bubbling that's going on behind me. I don't know. Well, you just have to imagine that there's bubbling water, and it's weird. Because right here, that rock is all wet. And somewhere just a little bit up that hill, there's a opening, a hole into the earth. And out of it is bubbling hot water, because that water gets down and it gets close to the, I don't know if it really gets close to the magma. I don't think the magma, sorry about the bad connection. You'll hit water. I'm wondering how deep I would have to dig to hit lava. My guess is I'd have to dig pretty deep. At least I hope so. But anyway, we got hot bubbling water behind us, and it's kind of cool. What was I saying? It's Thursday morning. I'm doing my show pretty late today. I've got a mix, and I think things happen for a reason. I was in the cafeteria getting my water, pouring my water, which is attached to the lemonade dispenser in this thing. And near the end, accidentally, I let go of the button and some lemonade poured in. And I said, oh, darn it. I've got to dump this out, and I dumped it out. And then as I was thinking about it, I'm going, there are no accidents, and things do happen for a reason. And for whatever reason, maybe God wanted me to have a mixture of lemonade and water today. So when I poured my next cup, that's what I had. And I will tell you what, for a guy that stopped drinking about 2.5 years ago, it is refreshing. It is refreshing. And it is delicious. But anyway, it's Thursday morning. It's 8:34. I'm getting a little late start to my day. And it feels so good to be sitting here in the sun with you this morning. And it feels, got a great night's sleep last night. I work as a waiter here in Yellowstone, for anybody new that's tuning in. I've been here for about 6 weeks, and working hard. I'm 55 years old. Waiting tables is much more physical than I expected, and working hard. Working 40 plus hours a week, and I just got off a stretch of working a dinner, breakfast, lunch shift. And that's a shift that just almost doesn't seem to ever end. And you're working like 18 out of 24 hours. You're making really good money, but by the end of it, I was very tired and very unable to put together a sentence. There were a couple times I was trying to talk to customers, and usually I'm pretty good at engaging in meaningless banter. but I was having a hard time saying things the way I wanted to say, and they weren't coming out quite right. And I just realized I kept doing my work till they sent me home, and they were getting the dinner shift started last night, and I was still there cleaning up from lunch and just getting my ducks in a row, and they sent me home, and I went home and I tried to edit some videos and maybe edited one or two, but then drifted off into a sweet nap. And a lot of times, especially when you live in a beautiful area like I do right now in Yellowstone, you feel you should be doing something. You should be taking a hike, going fishing, I don't know, seeing natural wonders. But when you're here for 5 months, you know, this isn't a vacation, this is life. And you need some downtime, and you need to balance off work with rest. And I needed rest last night. So after I got home, took my nap, basically didn't leave my room for the rest of the night, and found my way back to sleep, and felt so good sleeping until 8 this morning. And I am coming at you later than I maybe ever have, but let me tell you, I needed it. And I didn't know I could sleep this late, but it felt really good. Carol asked if I'm off today. I'm off this morning and for lunch, but I am working the night shift. Don't know what the crowds are going to be like on July 4th. I would imagine, you know, I see signs up and activities planned because a lot of the people that work here are from the States. But probably half our visitors are international. We got a lot of people from Asia coming over, and France and various parts of Europe and what have you. So we get a lot of international people that obviously don't do a whole lot of July 4th celebrating. So my guess is it's just going to be work as normal tonight. I bet the crowds are going to be the same. There's not going to be any huge festivities or even any great celebrations. It's going to be serving food and probably serving similar food to what I always serve. Maybe they'll make a special, but I doubt it, honestly, designed for the 4th. But just going to be work. It's interesting, and a lot of people were saying, oh, you got to work on the 4th of July. I worked on Father's Day a month ago, or just about a month ago now. And for a guy that misses his 4 kids a lot, Father's Day I thought was going to be tough for me, but it ended up, when you're waiting tables and the restaurant is busy, you almost don't have time to lick your wounds, feel sorry for yourself, wonder what day of the week it is, or if you're missing out on any celebrations for the holiday. So I'm going to be okay working tonight. July 4th was always one of my favorite holidays, but I'm sure it coincided with my drinking and festivities that I was dealing with. But anyway, I'm going to be okay, and the day's going to be good, and I'm going to rest, and I'm going to enjoy the sun, and I'm going to enjoy my day and enjoy my coffee and enjoy my peace and quiet before the chaos that is work tonight. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to my coffee. Oh, I missed breakfast this morning. Breakfast only goes till 8:30 here in Yellowstone, Nature's Wonders. But I don't know if you need to. I think when you really get in touch with life and the now and